Late at night, when the stars were twinkling brightly, an unusual event took place. In a small town named Greensville, a young scientist named Emily worked in her modest laboratory. She was known for her curiosity and brilliant mind. That night, as she was studying the stars, her telescope picked up a strange signal. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. Curiosity piqued, Emily adjusted her telescope and found a small spaceship hovering above the nearby forest. Her heart raced as she watched it descend slowly. Unable to contain her excitement and fear, she grabbed her coat and rushed outside. As Emily approached the forest, she saw the spaceship up close. It was sleek and metallic, with glowing blue lights. Suddenly a door opened and a figure stepped out. It was an alien, but not like the frightening ones from movies. This alien had a gentle appearance, with large eyes and a calm demeanor. "Hello," the alien spoke in perfect English, surprising Emily. "My name is Zorak. I come in peace." Emily, still shocked, managed to respond. "I'm Emily. Why are you here?" Zorak explained. "Our planet, Valtoria, is in trouble. Our students are struggling to learn, and our technology has reached its limits. We have heard of human ingenuity and your ability to solve complex problems. We need your help." Emily was taken aback. She had always dreamed of making a significant impact, but helping an alien civilization was beyond her wildest dreams. She agreed to help and invited Zorak to her lab. In the lab, Zorak showed Emily a small device. "This is our learning tool," he explained. "It's supposed to enhance cognitive abilities, but it's malfunctioning. Our students are losing hope." Emily examined the device carefully. It was advanced, but seemed to have a fundamental flaw in its programming. "I think I can fix this," she said confidently, "but I'll need some time." Zorak nodded, grateful. "We have time, but not much. Our future depends on this." Over the next few days, Emily worked tirelessly. She studied the device, understanding its intricate details and programming. Zorak shared knowledge about Valtoria, its culture, and its people. Emily learned that Valtorians valued knowledge and creativity above all else, much like humans. One night, as Emily was making significant progress, Zorak looked worried. "Emily, there's something you should know. If we don't solve this soon, our students might never recover. Their minds are already deteriorating." This news added urgency to Emily's work. She pushed herself harder, determined to find a solution. She realized that the device needed a human touch, something that Valtorian technology lacked. She reprogrammed the device, incorporating elements of human creativity and problem-solving. Finally, after countless hours of work, the device was ready. Emily handed it to Zorak, who looked at it with hope and fear. "Will it work?" he asked. "There's only one way to find out," Emily replied. Zorak activated the device, and a soft glow enveloped him. He closed his eyes, and for a moment everything was silent. Then Zorak opened his eyes and smiled. "I can feel it working. This might just save our future." Emily felt a surge of pride and relief. She had done it. She had helped an alien civilization. But she knew this was just the beginning. There was much more to learn and do. With the learning device successfully reprogrammed, Zorak invited Emily to visit Valtoria to help implement the changes firsthand. Excited and nervous, Emily agreed. The prospect of traveling to another planet was both thrilling and daunting. She packed her essentials, leaving a note for her colleagues explaining her sudden departure. The journey to Valtoria was swift. Emily marveled at the advanced technology of Zorak's spaceship. As they approached Valtoria, she gazed out the window, mesmerized by the planet's beauty. Lush green landscapes, sparkling blue lakes and towering crystalline structures filled her view. It was like a scene from a dream. Upon landing, Zorak led Emily to the central learning hub of Valtoria. The hub was a magnificent structure, filled with young Valtorians eager to learn but visibly frustrated by their current struggles. As they entered, the students looked at Emily with curiosity and hope. Zorak introduced Emily to the head of the learning hub, Professor Vilara. She was a wise and respected figure on Valtoria, deeply concerned about the students' plight. "Welcome, Emily," Vilara said warmly. "We have heard much about your achievements. We hope you can help our students find their path again." Emily spent the next few days working closely with Vilara and other Valtorian educators. She demonstrated how to use the reprogrammed learning device, explaining the human elements she had integrated. The Valtorians were fascinated by her approach, eager to see the results. One by one, the students began using the device. The effects were immediate and profound. Their eyes lit up with understanding and excitement as their cognitive abilities improved. They started solving complex problems and coming up with creative solutions. The atmosphere in the learning hub transformed from one of despair to one of vibrant enthusiasm. Emily's success quickly spread across Valtoria. She was invited to various educational centers to implement her changes and share her knowledge. She learned about Valtorian culture, their way of life and their values. Despite the differences, Emily found many similarities between humans and Valtorians. Both cherished learning, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. During her stay, Emily developed a close bond with Zorak and Vilara. They exchanged ideas and learned from each other's experiences. Emily realized that while she had come to help Valtoria, she was also gaining invaluable insights that could benefit Earth. One evening, as Emily and Zorak walked through a serene Valtorian garden, Zorak shared his deepest fears. "Emily, our students are improving, but there's another challenge we face. Our energy resources are depleting. Without a sustainable solution, our future remains uncertain." Emily pondered this new challenge. She had already accomplished so much, but she knew she couldn't stop now. "We'll find a solution, Zorak. Together, we can overcome this." Inspired by the progress she had already made, Emily threw herself into researching Valtoria's energy problems. She studied their technology and resources, looking for ways to integrate human innovations. The task was daunting, but Emily's determination never wavered. As days turned into weeks, Emily made significant progress. She designed a prototype for a new energy generator, combining Valtorian technology with human ingenuity. The prototype promised to provide sustainable energy, ensuring a bright future for Valtoria. Zorak and Vilara were amazed by Emily's relentless dedication. They had never seen such a blend of creativity and perseverance. With their support, Emily prepared to present her prototype to the Valtorian Council, hoping to secure the resources needed for large-scale implementation. As the day of the presentation approached, Emily felt a mixture of excitement and anxiety. She knew that the future of Valtoria rested on the success of her work, but she was ready to face the challenge, knowing that she had the support of her new friends and the hope of an entire planet behind her. The day of the presentation arrived. Emily stood before the grand hall of the Valtorian Council, her heart pounding. The council members, distinguished and wise, filled the room. Zorak and Vilara stood by her side, offering silent support. As Emily began her presentation, she explained the current energy crisis Valtoria faced. She detailed the limitations of their existing technology and the dire need for a sustainable solution. The council listened intently, their expressions serious but hopeful. Emily unveiled her prototype for the new energy generator. "This device combines Valtorian technology with human advancements," she explained. "It harnesses solar and kinetic energy, providing a continuous, renewable power source. It's designed to be efficient and easy to maintain." She demonstrated the prototype, showing how it converted various forms of energy into usable power. The council members leaned forward, intrigued. Emily highlighted the key components and how they worked in harmony to create a sustainable energy source. When she finished, the room was silent for a moment. Then, one of the council members, Elder Ravok, spoke. "This is impressive, Emily, but we need to be sure it's safe and effective on a larger scale. We cannot afford to take risks." Emily nodded. "I understand. I propose we start with a pilot program. We can implement the generator in a small community and monitor its performance. If it proves successful, we can expand its use across Valtoria." The council deliberated, discussing the potential benefits and risks. Finally, Elder Ravok turned to Emily. "We agree to your proposal. You have 3 months to demonstrate the effectiveness of your generator. If it works as you claim, we will adopt it for wider use." Relieved and determined, Emily thanked the council and left the hall with Zorak and Vilara. They immediately began preparations for the pilot program, selecting a small village that had been struggling with energy shortages. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of activity. Emily worked tirelessly to install the generator in the village, ensuring everything was set up perfectly. She trained the villagers on how to use and maintain the generator, emphasizing the importance of regular checks and monitoring. As the generator began to operate, the villagers were amazed by its efficiency. For the first time in years, they had a reliable power source. Lights shone brightly in their homes, and essential services like water purification and heating were restored. The villagers expressed their gratitude to Emily, who felt a deep sense of fulfillment. Zorak and Vilara monitored the generator's performance closely. They collected data on its energy output, efficiency, and durability. The results were promising. The generator consistently provided stable energy, exceeding their expectations. 3 months passed quickly, and it was time to present the findings to the council. Emily, Zorak, and Vilara compiled their data and prepared a comprehensive report. They returned to the Grand Hall, where the council awaited their update. Emily stood before the council once again, this time with a sense of confidence. "The pilot program was a success," she began. "The generator provided consistent, renewable energy to the village, significantly improving their quality of life. The data shows that it is a viable solution for Valtoria's energy crisis." The council reviewed the report, nodding in approval. Elder Ravok spoke on behalf of the council. "Emily, you have done extraordinary work. We are convinced of the generator's potential and are ready to implement it across Valtoria." The announcement was met with cheers from the villagers and the learning hub. Emily felt a wave of relief and pride. She had not only helped an alien civilization, but had also forged lasting friendships and learned invaluable lessons. As Valtoria began the large-scale implementation of the generators, Emily knew her journey was far from over. There were still challenges to face and problems to solve. But she was ready, knowing that with determination and collaboration, anything was possible. With the successful implementation of the energy generators across Valtoria, the planet experienced a period of prosperity. Communities thrived, and the learning hubs were filled with eager students once more. Emily continued to work closely with Zorak and Vilara, helping to fine-tune the generators and exploring new projects. One evening, as Emily and Zorak were discussing future improvements, a sudden alarm echoed through the hub. Zorak's communicator buzzed urgently. "It's from the council," he said, worry etched on his face. They rushed to the council chamber, where Elder Ravok addressed the assembly. "We have detected an unknown spacecraft entering Valtorian space. It's not responding to our hails and is on a direct course to our planet." Emily felt a chill run down her spine. Could it be hostile? Elder Ravok sighed. "We cannot be sure. We must prepare for all possibilities. Emily, your knowledge of human technology might be crucial in understanding this threat." Emily nodded, her mind racing. She quickly gathered her tools and accompanied Zorak to the central command center, where they could monitor the approaching spacecraft. The screen showed a large, ominous vessel, unlike anything Emily had seen before. As the spacecraft neared, it suddenly halted in the planet's orbit. Moments later, a message came through, displayed in an unfamiliar language. Zorak activated a translation device. The message read, "We are the Krylons. Surrender your planet's resources or face annihilation." A sense of dread filled the room. The Krylons were known throughout the galaxy for their ruthless conquests. Emily knew that surrendering Valtoria's resources would mean the end of the planet's newfound prosperity and possibly their freedom. "We can't let them take our resources," Emily said firmly. "There must be a way to defend ourselves." Zorak and Vylara agreed. They began working on a plan to protect Valtoria. Emily suggested using the energy generators to create a defensive shield around key areas. It was a risky plan, but it might buy them enough time to come up with a more permanent solution. The team worked around the clock to modify the generators. Emily reprogrammed them to emit a powerful energy field, while Zorak and Vylara coordinated with other scientists to integrate the new systems. The entire planet rallied together, determined to defend their home. As the Krylon ship descended into the atmosphere, the newly modified generators activated. A shimmering shield enveloped the main cities and learning hubs. The Krylons, taken aback by the sudden defense, paused their advance. For a moment, it seemed like the plan might work. But the Krylons began bombarding the shield with advanced weaponry. The strain on the generators was immense, and Emily knew they couldn't hold out forever. Desperation set in, but Emily refused to give up. She had an idea. "What if we use the generators to create an electromagnetic pulse? It could disable their ship's systems, giving us a chance to counterattack." It was a bold plan, but they had no other options. Emily quickly recalibrated the generators. As the Krylons intensified their attack, she gave the signal. The generators hummed and released a powerful pulse, sending a wave of energy towards the Krylon ship. The ship shuddered, and its lights flickered. The bombardment ceased. The pulse had worked, disabling the Krylon ship's systems temporarily, but Emily knew it wouldn't last long. Zorak contacted the Valtorian defense fleet, instructing them to launch a counterattack while the Krylon ship was vulnerable. The fleet moved swiftly, targeting the Krylon ship's weapons and engines. The battle was intense, but the Valtorian fleet fought with determination and courage. Finally, after a tense struggle, the Krylon ship was rendered inoperative. Cheers erupted across Valtoria as the immediate threat was neutralized. Emily collapsed in exhaustion, but with a sense of relief. They had managed to defend their planet, at least for now. As the Council convened to discuss future defenses, Emily realized that their work was far from over. The Krylons would likely return, and they needed a long-term solution to ensure Valtoria's safety. But she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that together they could overcome anything. The immediate threat of the Krylons had been neutralized, but Valtoria's leaders knew that their victory was only temporary. Emily, Zorak, Vylara, and the rest of the Council met to discuss long-term strategies for protecting their planet. The atmosphere was tense, but there was a shared determination to ensure Valtoria's safety. Elder Ravok began the meeting. "We need a permanent solution to prevent future attacks. Emily, your knowledge and ingenuity have been invaluable. Do you have any suggestions?" Emily took a deep breath. "We need a multi-layered defense system. The energy generators worked well as a temporary shield, but we need something more robust. I propose we develop a combination of advanced weaponry and a stronger, more sustainable energy shield. Additionally, we should enhance our communication systems to detect threats earlier." The Council members nodded in agreement. Zorak added, "We also need to form alliances with other peaceful civilizations. Together, we can create a network of support and protection. With a clear plan in mind, the Valtorians and Emily set to work. Emily focused on upgrading the energy generators, enhancing their capacity to produce a more powerful and enduring shield. She integrated human innovations with Valtorian technology, creating a hybrid system that was both resilient and efficient. Zorak and Vilara worked on improving their weaponry, developing new defense mechanisms that could be deployed quickly and effectively. They also reached out to neighboring planets, seeking alliances and mutual defense agreements. The response was overwhelmingly positive. Other civilizations, wary of the Krylon threat, were eager to join forces with Valtoria. Months passed, and the planet's defenses took shape. The new energy shield was tested rigorously, proving to be impenetrable to conventional weaponry. Advanced defense systems were installed in key locations, and an early warning network was established, allowing Valtoria to detect and respond to threats swiftly. Emily became a beloved figure on Valtoria, respected not only for her technological contributions, but also for her unwavering commitment to the planet's future. She forged deep friendships and felt a profound connection to the Valtorian people. One evening, as Emily and Zorak walked through the central garden, Zorak turned to her with a serious expression. "Emily, I have something important to discuss with you." Emily looked at him curiously. "What is it, Zorak?" "Our council has decided to offer you a permanent position here on Valtoria. We would be honored if you became our official ambassador of technology and innovation." Emily was taken aback. The offer was tempting, but she also thought of her life on Earth. "I'm deeply honored, Zorak. Valtoria has become a second home to me, but I also have responsibilities on Earth. Can I propose a compromise?" Zorak nodded, listening intently. "I suggest we establish a partnership between Earth and Valtoria. I can split my time between both planets, bringing the best of both worlds together. This way, I can continue to help Valtoria while also sharing our advancements with Earth." Zorak smiled, relieved. "That sounds like a perfect solution, Emily. The Council will be pleased." With the new partnership in place, Emily traveled back to Earth to share her experiences and the technological breakthroughs she had helped develop. She presented the new defense systems and energy solutions to her colleagues, sparking a wave of excitement and collaboration. Back on Valtoria, the alliance with other planets grew stronger, creating a united front against potential threats. The planet flourished, its people thriving in the newfound security and prosperity. Emily's dual role kept her busy, but she found immense satisfaction in bridging the gap between Earth and Valtoria. She traveled frequently, ensuring that both planets benefited from each other's advancements. Years passed, and Valtoria remained safe from further Krylon attacks. The planet continued to innovate, always staying one step ahead of potential threats. Emily's contributions became legendary, and she was celebrated as a hero on both Earth and Valtoria. Standing in the learning hub one day, watching Valtorian students eagerly engage with their studies, Emily felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had come a long way from her small lab in Greensville. Her journey had been unexpected and challenging, but it had also been the most rewarding experience of her life. With a heart full of gratitude and hope, Emily looked to the future, ready to face whatever adventures lay ahead, knowing that together, humans and Valtorians could achieve anything.